Pointed at Jake.
Hi, and welcome to JH Weekly's wrap-up show. It's brought to you by Lotus Cafe and Bakery at 145 North Glenwood. I was reading some of their online reviews, which are stellar, and of course they all say, vegans, vegetarians, you must go here when in Jackson. But don't forget they have fresh organic meats, gluten-free product options available also. They brought us some great spring rolls and a blueberry muffin. I got dibs on the muffin. Go see our sponsors today. Lotus Cafe and Bakery open 8 to 9, daily serving breakfast till 2:30. Hottie of the week, who you got for us, Allie?
His name's Chad, and he's hot, single, and ready to mingle.
Oh my goodness, I'm hot for him already. Hot, single, and ready to mingle. The Hot Shot of the Week sponsored by the liquor store. The more you visit the store, the more
hotter the hot shot looks.
The hotter the hotties are looking. That's right. Our editorial today is a guest opinion on the new library wing. They got it finished on time and on budget, and it's mostly to do with kids, I guess.
And that upset our guest editorial writer, who, I think we discussed this last week with the story on the opening.
There's a lot of
he says there's books there, but he's upset that there's video games and computers. And when he was there on opening night, he felt the kids were not being not being supervised to do valuable labors. He felt they were playing Atari too much.
Right. I hear you. Our lead buzz story this week is the fair. We're right in the middle of Fair Week, and there's lots of entertainment going on. But one of the fair is under new management. There's a new manager, Kelly Fennessy, and she's learning on the job and getting up to speed. The fair has got some budget constraints that they got to work in because they now report directly to Steve Foster, the county administrator. So they got to keep it tight, and the fair has never made money. It's always lost money, but that's never been a big deal. But they're keeping it tight this year. So where they've decided to cut first is the concert, one-ton pig and mandatory air. Now local bands instead of big headliners. What do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah.
This is my first year here. I don't know how to change things.
All right, what do you think about your cover story? Suzanne Morlock, the community knows her as the Charlie Brown sweater on Broadway.
We discussed the Charlie Brown sweater.
She's popular in Europe. She's huge.
Yeah, she's been. There was an article in Sculpture in her March, and it discussed her recent installations in France, Iceland, and another country, Poland, one of our great allies. What else is there? We went out there. Gina and I went out there. Gina loved it, didn't you, Gina?
It's awesome.
Gina loves being on the show.
The most we've got out
she
of
loves
Gina
it even more
day,
than me. But the Charlie Brown sweater, if you want to see it, is now at Center for the Arts on display. So you can go see it today, tomorrow, or the next day.
Cool. That's a famous piece at this point. Hey, savvy shoppers are learning to save by going to half off. Rochelle, what are the half off specials this week?
Well, on half off this weekend, we have Solitude Spa, who has a 50-minute massage or a 50-minute facial for reduced pricing for your benefit. So you got to go check it out. And then we have Spirit Bookstore, which has the most wonderful, unique, one-of-a-kind, most fragrant soap rocks you could ever imagine. And so they're only $5 because of half off. So go check that out as well. See ya!
Our food news this week, Claire went out to what has become a musical Chairs of Restaurants, but hopefully Stephen Adams is hoping this one sticks.
Abrams.
Stephen Abrams, sorry. Mercantile Grill is now the new place in the
Sure it's not Mercantile?
I like to say Mercantile. We'll have to ask Stephen because he named it for his father's place.
With that A at the end, you need to figure it out.
Okay. Madeline also caught up with the maestro himself, Donald Runnicles. I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you get sit-down time with a guy as big as Donald Runnicles. I think she kidnapped his baton and held it for ransom or something.
This is Maestro Runnicles. We're at Elevated Coffee Grounds right now, just talking about the Grand Teton Music Festival and how fabulous it's been and the future of the festival and where it's going. And introduce yourself.
I'm Donald Runnicles, and I'm music director of the Grand Teton Music Festival. And I'm thrilled to be sitting here with Madeleine, talking about repertoire and talking about all the exciting things you can hear at the Walk Festival Hall until August the 20th, I think it is.
Our redneck Clyde, he asked the big question that I've never asked myself, but I should ponder it. Is Hog Island part of West Bank?
That's profound.
The two don't seem to go together. I think that's it. That and much, much more on JH Weekly. Thank you to Lotus Cafe and Bakery for being our sponsors. 145 North Glenwood, 8 to 9 daily. Go see them today. See you. We'll see you next week.
Sorry, Jen.
About
I'm just gonna come in to work every day and say, sorry about the dogs, Jen. Sorry about the dog, darling.
it's okay. Family pee on the floor.
No.
Walk on the floor. Chew on these nasty bones that
Fart.
really-
Fart.
Yeah. I'm just
My
kidding.
dog.